Welcome to the Benton-Franklin Council of Governments Air Quality video series. In our final episode, part 2 of episode 4, we'll be discussing personal actions to reduce air pollution. Quick introduction, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, my name is Gabe Martin. I am the planning manager at Benton-Franklin Transit.
And I'm Kevin Sliger. I'm the Chief Planning and Development Officer at Benton-Franklin Transit. I oversee our planning department as well as our van pool program, our marketing and customer service. Really, we make sure the buses are rolling out, that everything is planned and our services are accessible, and then that we market that in a way that people know about our services.
And I oversee our service development side of planning, where we implement new routes. We take a good look at where population and density is in the Tri-Cities, and we look for the best places to put routes and amenities, bus stops, shelters. We look at the schedules and make sure that those are working great, and also divide those up for shifts for our drivers.
What transportation changes can people make to improve air quality?
Yeah, so one of the biggest contributors to diminished air quality is single occupancy vehicles. Really, as a transit agency, we want to provide alternative modes for people so they don't have to use or use single occupancy vehicles on a consistent basis. So I would say changing habits, realizing there's other alternative modes of transportation. Obviously, we like to promote transit, but even walking, biking are great ways that individuals can reduce their carbon footprint, reduce their emissions, and further help increase the quality of our air.
Alternative transportation modes such as public transit, biking, or walking reduce individual contributions to air pollution by cutting down on vehicle emissions and lowering fuel consumption. What is your organization doing to reduce air pollution and improve air quality?
So BFT is a transit provider. So really what we want to do is provide bus routes that make sense and are usable to people so they don't have to use that single occupancy vehicle. Again, I mentioned walking, biking. We do things like provide bike racks on the front of our buses so people can make that complete trip with modes of transportation that have less emissions. Us as an agency are looking into how we can provide zero emission services and really vehicles in the future. So we're looking towards the future, seeing how we can reduce our emissions. And really in the transit business, it's about moving people, but also reducing the amount of congestion and emissions in an area. So we definitely play a pivotal role in that.
What are easy changes people can do to improve air quality? Any other tips?
Yeah, so people can, again, really focus on those alternative modes of transportation, be it transit, biking, walking. Some other simple things is reduce the amount of time you're idling your car. So if you're parking your car out front to just go run in and do an errand at a business and you keep it on idling, that's a simple thing you could fix to reduce emissions. There's other, definitely some other things that can be done by the individual. Gabe has a great stat on how transit helps us reduce that idling time and how it compares to our vehicles.
One of my favorite stats is in the Tri-Cities, there's 120,000 commuters every day that commute for an average of 20 minutes. So if you do a round trip, that equates to 80,000 hours in a day. And that is the equivalent of if you just cranked your car up and ran it for 10 years and then released all of that emissions in one day. And so our buses only run for 720 hours a day compared to 80,000. So huge reduction in emissions if you just, get out of your car and ride with us to work. So
we can do our part to make a big difference in improving our air quality for ourselves and future generations by reducing traffic congestion and promoting sustainable practices that lead to a cleaner air and a healthier environment. Thank you for joining us in the Benton-Franklin Council of Governments Air Quality Video Series. Big shout out to those who participated, including Rob Roger with Benton Clean Air Agency, Bill Barlow with Sustainable Tri-Cities, Jim Coleman with Benton-Franklin Health District, Caitlin Kelly with Washington Department of Ecology, Carl Dye with TriDeck, Aaron Breich with BFCOG, Steve Gann with Citizen Climate Lobby, and Kevin Sliger and Gabe Martin with Benton-Franklin Transit. We hope you learned more about air quality, non-attainment, and helpful tips to reduce air pollution and protect your health. Together, we can ensure a healthier future for all.